So Jerry started in 2020 and I saw him on Facebook. I was so disgusted. I said, so these fake pastors have decided to go online and deceive more people, because what is this line here? Who does that? Which serious pastor does that? I'm not interested. Thank you. I'm not. Is this bleaching young? He's not only bleaching, he has this haircut that doesn't show any kind of seriousness. What is this line here? Who does that? Which serious pastor does that? So I just ignored it and went about my business. And then I had friends that started sending the link to me, telling me to join, and they would send to me. I am tell them politely, please, interested, it's too loud, I don't do this kind of prayers. They just said, join, just click and listen. So I started blocking them because they just wouldn't listen. They would keep sending it. So I started blocking them, block them from WhatsApp, so they can't even reach me anyway to be able to send the link to me. And then NSCPD grew population-wise. The testimonies, people started testifying. Personal friends started telling me, oh, this testimony, oh, that testimony. And then I was like, yes, but I can't even believe how serious these fake pastors are, to the extent of now paying and staging people all over the world, Canada and UK and Europe, really, to be giving testimonies now. Wow. So Pastor Jerry, I just want to apologize on that behalf. I didn't know better, because if I had joined earlier at that time, I believe that some of my challenges since I probably wouldn't have had, or they wouldn't have been that serious. I started listening. I joined fully in 2024, right after Papa's birthday. Fast forward to 2025, I decided to go for my eye checkup. I have had problems with my left eye for a long time, for 16 years. And I just went for a routine check. Lo and behold, the doctor diagnosed me that my left eye was stable, but I now had macular hole in my right eye. I said, macular hole? How can I be on the altar? I'm on the altar. I should not be getting any old diagnosis. The diagnosis that had happened before this one, that is okay. God will solve it. God will sort it out when the time comes. But this new diagnosis, I refuse to get any new diagnosis while on the altar. It is not for me. I refuse. So I kept on praying, hoping, praying, fasting, believing in God, waiting for declaration, waiting for when I would hear my case. I had had 2 eye surgeries. This was supposed to be my 3rd. One of my doctors came to me and said, please, she's concerned. Keep putting up this surgery, brace it up, accept it, and go and pick this date. You know, your vision is very important. You've already almost lost vision in one eye. You don't want to mess with the other one. Go and book it. I looked at her, I said, listen, believe with me, I'm not having this surgery. The hole is going to close. She rolled her eyes. I said, yes, it sounds crazy, but I don't want to hear any more negative talk from you. Just believe with me that it's going to close. Join with me in faith. She said, okay, whatever, please. But all I know, I've been a doctor for 26 years, and in my practice, I have not seen nor heard that macular hole closed. But if that's what you want, I believe with you. After the Lagos conference, it was very, very powerful. And then the Sunday after the Lagos conference, the first Sunday during the declarations, mind you, I've been praying, I've been fasting, I've been believing, and been asking God for a word. I'll join the prayer altar at 7 a.m. and I'm expecting a word. I say, God, let Papa mention my case, let him pressure. I didn't know in what form it was going to be. But on that Sunday after the Lagos conference, when Papa came on stage on February 8, 2026, Papa came on stage and said, you are supposed to go for the 3rd eye surgery. The devil lied. Let it be reversed.
You are supposed to go for the 3rd eye surgery. The devil lied. I announce, let it be reversed. Let it be reversed. Let it be reversed.
What? I stopped in my tracks. I replayed it again. You are supposed to go for the 3rd eye surgery. The devil lied. I didn't know what to do. I clipped that particular section. I sent it to my friends. I said, it is done. It is done. The precision, there is no other way. This is my word. The precision, I had had 2 eye surgeries. This was supposed to be my 3rd. There is no other way. This was my word, nothing else. I held on to it, and I decided to go and book the appointment. And they had to do another test just to see the severity of the hole. The doctor came into the room and said wanted to check how things were from before, that to see the extent of how the size of the hole, and to pick a date for the surgery and everything. And as she opened up her computer, Papa, she said, literally, she said, the hole closed. I said, what? She said the hole has closed. I said, what? Papa, how will you shout? I couldn't shout. I started crying. I said, are you for real? I started crying. I was sobbing. I fell to the floor. I was sobbing. I said, thank you, Jesus. Raised my hand up right there in front of her in the office. Thank you, Jesus. She said, are you okay? I said, do you believe in God? She said, yes, I do. I said, I've been praying. Oh, well, she said, God heard your prayer. I said, I can't believe it. What are the chances? Papa, this is my evidence. This is the hole. Anybody can see. This is the hole. See that hole right there? The first one, December 11, 2025. Come March 2nd. This is it. The hole had closed. No more hole. Every line straight. I couldn't believe it. I said, print it for me. I need my before and after test evidence to show and to remind myself every day that what God cannot do does not exist.